Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Soap the Great, and I am bringing you a bonus episode of building this city on the Adventure Time multiplayer server. Now you can see from this sign where we are. We're at Caleb's Firework Hut and Show. We did a showcase of this, very short-lived one for the live stream and world tour with Grifoniak, and I've done a server how-to on it, but that really did not do it justice. Neither of those did. So what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at not just the functionality, but how it works. Okay, so you've already seen you can build your fireworks here, and you see I've already done some here, and that's just to show off the system. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the redstone behind this just to show it off, because Caleb spent a lot of time in his creative world to get this going, and then came over here and put it all together, and took him quite some time to do. Survival is a lot more difficult than creative, and anyway, he's got a lot of neat features in here, and we want to take a look at the redstone behind it. So I have his full permission to be doing this, so that's what we are going to take a look at. Okay, so we've got a few things we need to keep in mind here. We've got a loading area, and that's where you drop all your fireworks. And you notice it is a trapped chest, and you can probably figure out that there is a hopper below it. So whenever that trapped chest is open, the hopper below it is locked, so you'll be able to put in all your fireworks. And if you happen to put in one that you don't want, or put in some other item, it is not going to drop down. So we've got that, and we'll take a look at where that goes. It does eventually end up in the firework area, but a couple of other things of note here. We've got two indicator lights. We've got one right here, and that means that the fireworks are ready to launch. Okay, and then we've got a loading signal as well. So that's that one. So what you would do is you'd throw your items into here, and we'll chuck one in because I want to show you the rest of the system a little later. So that's going to go on down, and it takes a little bit of time because the redstone is coming back from a pretty long distance away. So he's got repeaters that they're slowing down the signal, but it does send the signal back. So we should see that light pop in here soon. Of course, since we only sent one, it may not blink. I'm not sure. You kind of got to have patience with it. And what we're going to do after this, maybe we don't get any indication. We'll go down that ladder that you see there. There we go. So it means loading. Okay, so we get a signal while the thing is loading, and then once that is finished, we should get another signal here soon that says we're ready to launch. There we go. Okay, so that means ready to launch. That's all well and good. We're not going to hit the button, but we will take a look first, and then I could show you the loading system as well. The other thing of note is this button right here. That button powers the trigger system, which happens to be a bunch of downward firing pistons, and there is a redstone block on the other end of that sticky piston, and that's going all the way down. So that's how he gets the signal down to the rest of this little show. So let's pop on up, and we'll go down a ladder here. Maybe we can go down slowly. Yeah, so you see that button is on the block right behind that piston. When that extends, it's going to send that down. That's interesting. Oh, I see. It sends a pulse. So the button extends and then pops back down. That's a bud effect? Beats me. Well, somehow it works. Let's see. So we've got a torch tower that is bringing that signal up, and presumably it's the same on the other side. We shall see once we get down there. But you can see that they're all extended. Redstone. Yeah, they're all extended. Oh, it could be because of the torches. Oh, I see. Okay, so that'll pull up briefly. No, I still don't get it. Caleb, if you're watching this, you have to let me know about that one. I don't understand why it's extended right now. Shouldn't be. Some weird butt effect, I guess. Anyway, here's the signal for the loading. And here's the signal for the loaded, ready to go. And then this little thing, we invert the signal, and that fires the whole system. So let's just take a look here. We get scary noises down here because we're close to some unlit caves. You see these hoppers? This is where the fireworks come in, and those fireworks will just follow that hopper chain on down. You see the two signals off to the side. This one right here is the loaded, ready to go. This one is the firing mechanism. And then over here is the loading. So we'll keep going all the way down here. And this is taking the fireworks over to the firing array. It's just a bunch of dispensers that are all facing upwards. And I wanted to show you, and I could have brought in my camera account to load up some fireworks, but we can do this just real quick. Caleb's got a system here. He is reading off of a detector rail, and this hopper minecart is sitting kind of on a detector rail and kind of on powered rail. And if there is an item in the hopper minecart, we'll get a comparator output, extend the signal, pop it on down, and just send it back over into the powered rail, and that shoots the hopper minecart on to the rest of the system. Let's just chuck an item in there to see it. Boom. Okay. And that'll take it over to the dispenser array. We'll be able to see that. We'll pop a bunch in there and hopefully get up there in time. We may not make it. So, no, we didn't make it. So, the hopper minecart comes in up top here and just goes across. Okay, it's not going across the dispensers, it's going across a line of hoppers, and that just distributes it fairly evenly. What we got there? Oh, I get it. That's powering the powered rail right there. Okay. Alright, so once we get items going across these hoppers, what we're going to do is, let's just make a note of our input lines and output lines. What's going on here? We've got RS NOR latch, and that's coming from down there. Again, Caleb has not explained this to me, so what we're doing is we're kind of discovering this as we go. So if it seems like I am kind of winging it, well, I am. Okay, here we go. So if there are items coming in, we're still... Where's it coming from? We've got output. How about right here? What's under there? Nothing. How's that getting power? So yeah, that's interesting. Are there any items in there? No. Oh, detector rail. That means the hopper minecart. The detector rail is sending that signal, which is depowering that torch. Okay, so when the hopper minecart leaves, then that means this thing turns off, this thing turns on, which then fires the loading light. Got it. Okay. And kudos to you if you saw that before I did. Let me know in the comments if you did. Okay, so that's one of the lines that goes back to the hut. So we'll come back up here, and the other two lines come up here. This one is the line for I'm ready to fire the fireworks, and this one is the ignition switch. Okay, so this line is coming from comparators, I bet. Let's pop on around. It's kind of hard here because he was going underwater. You see the water drips there. So if I was to pop one of these blocks out, we would have kind of a rough time. So yeah, here we go. If there are items in these dispensers, then we know that that we're ready to fire. Okay, so that just sends a signal on back to our hut. Okay, so the next thing is that button. So if we get a pulse along here, what's going to happen is we're going to hit this T flip-flop, and we pull the output from here, and that will turn on. Yep, that'll turn on this RS NOR latch. He's got kind of a, oh no, it's a timer switch. Yeah, that's a long timer. So 2 ticks each. Yep, 2 ticks each. With a reset in it. That comes out here. Goes into here. Okay, so only if that is powered will that be on. Got it. So it's an override. That's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, we get a signal coming in, and that will depower that, turn on our clock here. As long as we have items in there, then we're going to get a pulse that goes along and hits each dispenser. Okay, so yes, we got a dispenser there, and on the far one. And so while that timer is going, this is the timer clock right here. While that's going, we're going to get a pulse to each of the dispensers, and those will randomly select the fireworks to shoot off. And then once all of them are empty, this thing will turn off, which will power this torch, and that'll make sure that this thing comes back in and turns off the timer. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Okay. So once all of them are empty. Well, there you go. So that's a pretty complicated system there, and quite a cool system, and it's pretty neat that we've got that on our server. So thank you very much, Caleb, for that. If I completely botched that explanation, do let me know either at the office or in the comments or something. And yeah, let's go back and we'll just shoot off those 6 fireworks. We'll set those off, and we'll call that an end for this bonus episode. So yeah, if you enjoyed this particular design, do let me know in the comments. Caleb enjoys hearing the feedback from the channel. He doesn't do the YouTube thing too much. He does watch my videos, but he doesn't tend to watch a bunch of others, and he's been playing Dark Souls 2 lately, and not so much on here other than trolling me a little bit here and there. Thank you very much, Caleb. Whenever he sees me gone AFK, yeah, he likes to troll me a little bit. Is that the beginning of day? It is. Let me cut real quick, and I'll bring you back once it's nighttime, okay? Back in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just to finish things off, let me get that right. There we go. And it takes a little while for the signal to get out there. There we go. Boom, boom. Creeper head. Alright. And that should be it. Alright. Well, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to put a like on it. It's always appreciated. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. But hopefully this did Caleb's work some justice. Maybe not, but it's certainly a welcome build and really fun to use. So thank you very much, Caleb, and thank you so much, viewers. Thank you so much for watching. I know you have other options for your time, and I do thank you for sharing it with me. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.